Clerk, please do the roll call.
Alderman Johnson. Alderman Montoya.
Here.
Alderman Ruthenberg.
Here.
Alderman Fairwell. Alderman McGee.
Alderman McGee's on vacation. Alderman Fairwell is not able to make it.
Alderman Carr. Here. Alderman Roll. You're present, Your Honor.
All right, you're gonna have to give me a more.
Okay.
All right, we need a motion to approve the minutes from June 23rd, 2026 City Council meeting. Is there a motion? Motion by Alderman Montoya, second by Alderman Ruthenberg. Any questions? Clerk, please do the roll call.
Alderman Montoya.
Aye.
Alderman Ruthenberg.
Aye.
Alderman Carr.
Aye.
Mayor Bellato.
Aye. Need a motion to approve minutes from the committee of the whole meeting from June 23rd, 2026. Is there a motion? Alderman Carr, second by Alderman Ruthenberg on the question. Clerk, please do the roll call.
Alderman Montoya. Alderman Montoya.
Aye.
Alderman Ruthenberg.
Aye.
Alderman Carr.
Aye.
Mayor Bellato.
Aye. Public comment. As a reminder, the public comment period is not a time for dialogue. The purpose of the public comment period is for the mayor and aldermen of the city to receive input from their community. It is in fact a one-way communication to the city council. The city's administration and department heads are available for discussions after the meeting. Is there any public comment?
I'd like to say good evening to Mayor Bellato and also to our council members and to everyone in the chambers. My name is Ollie Clements. I'm representing Mission Covenant Church. I'm representing Mission Covenant Church along with being a resident of Blue Island, so I have information on both. Let's see, I just want to let you know that I really enjoyed participating in the 4th of July parade, and so did my members in our congregation. We had a ball. And it was well done, along with festivities that happened afterwards. Even though we had to worry about the rain, we still had a beautiful day. Okay, and it was interesting to meet the architects. I was here for that with my son when you were speaking on the expansion of the Western Avenue and the new things to come. So I have still my little sheet to turn in, but in case, I really appreciated being part of that process. I'd also like to thank our participants that came out for our motorcycle blessing, and that was our city clerk, Leanne Zellman. We also had Alderman McGee and Alderperson Carr. So thank you so very much for coming out. Okay, and I'm extremely ecstatic okay, we are coming to our back to school event, okay, at Mission Covenant Church, and we welcome all members, participants. It doesn't matter what school the children go to, doesn't matter if it's your child, your grandchild, or your older child, because I have an older child who's going to be there helping me. But please come out and support us, and that'll be on August the 8th, and that time is from noon to 5 p.m. And we're at 2501 Collins Street here in Blue Island. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, members of City Council and Mayor. My name is Pastor Bethany Ulrich. I'm pastor at First Lutheran of Blue Island, and I'm here speaking on behalf of myself as an individual tonight as a faith leader in the community. I'm here because some community advocates and friends at CTU invited me to be here. They let me know about some concerning situations concerning some immigrants in our community, and invited me to join in their call for the city to deepen some of their welcoming city policies. And so I'm here to echo their calls and echo their testimonies this evening. Over the past 4.5 years of ministering here in the community, I've witnessed an amazing spirit of welcome in both our city's past and present. There's a really unique history here, as you all know, of generation after generation of immigrants that have come to this area and called this area home and have contributed and helped build the life, culture, and vitality of the community that we have today. Because of Blue Island's legacy that already has as a city of welcoming immigrants, this is the perfect moment for Blue Island to take an even further step to deepening this welcome and these welcoming values that are at the core of what I see is already at the core of the city and a lot of the leadership here. And I believe that the welcoming city ordinance that CTU is proposing or will be proposing soon can do this. It can strengthen trust between the residents and the government. Because from what I understand, from what the community advocates have told me, is that right now this isn't the case. There's not that full confidence and that full trust. But what they're proposing, especially thoughtful policies around data privacy and implementation, could help ensure that residents don't fear seeking services. They don't fear calling upon the city's institutions or calling the police when there's a concern or when there's a need for help. Because I believe no person should ever be afraid to seek help in the event that they're in danger or under assault or being coerced, which I believe has happened recently. And I too, as a stakeholder here, I don't want to feel fear when I have to report a concern. I don't want to fear that, if I call the police, that there's some sort of a fear for deportation or an ICE call. I've witnessed the strength that comes when that word of welcome becomes intentionally put into practice and policies and intentional practices in our institutions. And not just any changes, but changes that are requested by the people who are most affected in our community. And so I ask you to consider doing that as the opportunity arises in the coming weeks, and to live into the very best of what Blue Island is. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dylan Robinson. I am an immigration organizer with United Worker Center. Just want to say good evening. Thanks for being with us on this really hot night. And I want to echo what folks have been saying, and thank you, Pastor Bethany, for sharing your testimony just with what's been happening in the country. I'm sure you've seen the news that ICE murdered another person last night in Maine, and that's the second murder that's happened in the past week in the country on behalf of federal agents who are targeting immigrant communities. All of the immigrants in our country are under attack by this administration. The current administration has pushed for highly anti-immigrant executive actions, and the Constitution and human rights have been severely undermined. ICE has been unlawfully deporting large numbers of people nationwide, and we anticipate more with them ending TPS for certain countries. But fortunately, many of these actions, such as the right to citizenship for children of immigrants, have been blocked by the Supreme Court, and thankfully they did not overrule birthright citizenship. Also, what's been happening in our state, ICE agents are targeting Illinois, abducting, intimidating, detaining, and even killing his residents, as we saw with Silverio and various incidences since last summer. And I want to highlight, we've been doing this constant vigilance for over a year now, and it's getting tiresome that further action hasn't been taken to restrict ICE and hold them accountable. So we would like to urge that Blue Island strengthens its welcoming city ordinance that was passed last time, more to the consideration of the community, because we know that even though Blue Island is under the Trust Act, they're not respecting it. They're still operating, and we would like more confidence that the Blue Island residents are protected under the law. Thank you.
Thank you.
Joe Murphy, 13042 Western. Good evening, Mayor, members of council. I'm here to announce that tomorrow we will, we being Three Sisters Antique Mall, will be celebrating 30 years here in Blue Island. I'm here to thank the administration, the city, who we have worked with diligently over the last 30 years. It's not without the city's support that we'd still be around. I'd also like to do a shout out to former Aldermans McDermott and DeNova, who actually prodded me to do this crazy idea 30 years ago. At the time I was commuting to work in New York. My children were 1, 3, 5. And now I work for the 5-year-olds at Three Sisters. We kick off the celebrations with food trucks and music every day, starting tomorrow. With Maine Lobster tomorrow. We're doing a collab with Iversons also, with Blue Cap, El Cortez, Polo Locos. I'm here just to give the aldermen and the administration invitations, and we'll work from Wednesday to Sunday and hope to see you there. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other public comment?
Hello, Debbie Perry, 2420 Oak Street. I am here on behalf of the Blue Island Street Dog Project for an announcement that we are doing Queen of Hearts raffle at Natural Law. Our drawings will be every Thursday at 8 o'clock. So as of right now, I believe the pot's like $1,300. We had our first drawing last Thursday. So if you're interested, come out, maybe get your tickets anytime during the week. The last ticket sales at 7:30. Also, I don't know if this needs to be addressed by city council, the mayor, or Mark, but, looking to ask the city to purchase a swamp cooler for the dogs in the garage. As we all know, it is extremely disgustingly hot outside, and the garage is even worse. We do have rotating fans, we do take turns taking the dogs out to have, cool days where we bring them in the house, or, I have a doggy pool in my backyard, they can swim in. But it is so disgustingly hot in there that we're looking for some help. I do have some ideas, and I did do some research on what it would cost. It's not that expensive. So I don't know if that's something I can talk to you guys about, or Tom or Mark. And third, been a resident here for 47 years, and I just want to express my disgust and just annoyed that Josh Roll is like never here. The last time he was here, he ran out like a toddler. It is my perception, and I know it's a perception of some people, and I have a mouth and I'll just say it, that he's a child. He likes to start things and rile pots, and it's really sad. So I don't know what the qualifications are for an alderman, but I honestly think that he needs to not be an alderman of the 7th ward. He does nothing for the community. When people call him, he gets annoyed with them, doesn't call anybody back. Salem Lutheran Church is looking to do a neighborhood watch because he's had nothing started. So that to me doesn't sound like an alderman that is actually doing his job. So that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other public comment? All right, moving on, we can skip over A and D because it's financial. Under C, motion to approve mayoral appointments of existing members to the library board. I'll go through these individually, but we'll do one motion. Library board, planning and zoning board, historic preservation, board of police and fire commissioners, police pension board, and fire pension board. Historic preservation, Colleen Walsh, for renewal of her term. On planning and zoning, 2 positions, Sam Jones and Michael Cindy. On fire pension board, Dave Haywood, Nancy Rita. On library board, Mike Cindy, Nancy Thompson. And forestry board, Joseph O'Meara. Is there a motion to reappoint these members? Alderman Carr, second by Alderman Ruthenberg on the question. Clerk, please do the roll call.
Alderman Montoya.
Aye.
Alderman Ruthenberg.
Aye.
Alderman Carr.
Aye.
Mayor Bellato.
Aye. D and E are related. So the first one is an ordinance for the city of Blue Island, Illinois, granting a special use permit for a food mart operating at 2218 Des Street.
Yes,
This is the property owner right here.
good evening, hi everybody, how are you?
How you doing? So you're the property owner,
I
right?
am the owner right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I am transferring the business to my friends, they are sitting here.
Yeah.
So I have been the owner for Blue Island since 1994. You are talking about 32 years ago. And to tell you the truth, during this time, I had a lot of good memories. I have a good relationship with the police department, with the fire department, with the health inspectors, with the neighborhood, with everybody. But we believe in that for everything, there is an end. After 32 years, I decided to retire and try to enjoy the rest of the life before they put me on the wheelchair. So when I came, I remember I used to have all black hair. Now, our Blue Island, I don't have even one. But thank God it was a good journey. And from how much I love Blue Island, I used to have maybe 2 or 3 stores. I started getting rid of them one by one, and I kept the last one in Blue Island. This is from how much I love and I respect the city. So, after 32 years, to leave the store like this and forget the good memories, it is not a good way. So until I found the right people to come and take over, hopefully they're gonna continue the journey better than what I did. And they have a good experience. They are youth, they are charged, and they wanna take care of the challenge. So thank you, Blue Island, for everything. I had a lot of good memories, few bad ones, but we don't consider. Thank you, and I wish you good luck. Hopefully, we're gonna see each other in some other occasions if we are still alive.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
There's a couple conditions, that need to be met, and you're aware of them, right? The
Yes.
conditions.
Yes,
So repainting the building with consultation with the city's building department on color,
yes, sir.
signage with the building department,
Yes.
repaint, stain existing fence,
Yes, sir.
replace wall lighting with down lighting.
So we got everything done except the sign, because the guys, they keep promising us tomorrow and after tomorrow. But this is the design of the sign. It's gonna be there tomorrow or after tomorrow. And
So-
please, we are asking.
That's gotta be a permit approved by the building
Exactly
department
with the
before it goes
measurement.
up. Yeah.
Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. With
All right.
that,
And the hours are eight to 9, no later than 9 p.m.
yes, sir,
right?
no more 9 o'clock. And we are asking for the license, the city license for one reason. To apply for the ADT system, and it is good for the business, it's good for the customers, they use it a lot. And their requirement, we can fill the application without the license of the city of Blue Island. So please, we tried our best, we finish everything, and we are waiting for you to give us the license, and we say adios.
So we're gonna ask for a motion to approve pending all the requirements from PZBA. Is there a motion? Alderman Ruthenberg, seconded by Alderman Carr on the question. Clerk, please do the roll call.
Alderman Montoya.
Aye.
Alderman Ruthenberg.
Aye.
Alderman Carr.
Aye.
Mayor Bellato.
Aye. The next one is regarding the parking variance, because the property doesn't have off-street parking. We do this for any property we're an old town. Some places don't have off-street parking. This one's already existing and hasn't been vacant for more than 6 months, so we do these variances. So is there a motion for E to allow a variance for this business at 2216 to 2218 Des Street? Is there a motion? Motion by Alderman Carr, seconded by Alderman Montoya on the question. Clerk, please do the roll call.
Aye.
Alderman Ruthenberg.
Aye.
Alderman Carr.
Aye.
Mayor Bellato.
Aye. Thank you. Before you leave, can you check with Mr. Patasco over there?
Okay.
Just go over make sure they understand the checklist here, the signage, the stuff like that. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Under F, the last item for tonight on the regular agenda, PZBA voted down a banquet hall space at 119th Street, the former Bread and Bottle. So we'd be just ratifying their denial. Reading that correct? Yeah, right there. Deny. Okay, is there a motion? Alderman Ruthenberg, second Alderman Carr on the question. Clerk, please do the roll call.
Alderman Montoya.
Aye.
Alderman Ruthenberg.
Aye.
Alderman Carr.
Aye.
Mayor Belisle.
Aye. Thank you, City Clerk. Announcements?
Yes. I want to thank everybody participated, volunteered, and sponsored. Public Works, Park District, the police station, the fire station, the Meadow staff, the entire city to make this year's 4th of July special. A special shout out to my deputy clerk, Raina Alvarado. She was there to help through it all while I was sick. Coming up, teamwork is the dream work. That's what I learned in school, so that's something we keep at the city. Coming up soon, National Night Out is August 4th, and we'll give you more information soon. St. Donatus Carnival is August 5th through August 9th. And the Day of the Dead is November 7th, so mark your calendars, and if you have any questions, my doors are always open at the city. That's it.
Thank you. We need a motion to approve the June 2026 treasurer's report. Is there a motion? Motion by Alderman Carr, second by Alderman Montoya on the question. Clerk, please do the roll call.
Alderman Montoya.
Aye.
Alderman Ruthenberg.
Aye.
Alderman Carr.
Aye.
Mayor Belisle.
Aye. City Attorney,
No report.
City Administration? No? Aldermanic announcements, reports, or comments? No? We're gonna adjourn the regular meeting. We do have an executive after Kyle. We're gonna do it after Kyle. So we need a motion to adjourn city council. Is there a motion? Alderman Ruthenberg, second Alderman Carr, all in favor, say aye.
I don't read.
Start up again, I guess, right? You go on. All right, motion open. Motion to open up a committee of the whole meeting, call this to order, we'll get the pledge ready, roll call please.
Alderman Johnson. Alderman Montoya. Alderman Ruthenberg.
Here.
Alderman Fairwell. Alderman McGee. Alderman Carr.
Here.
Alderman Roll. Mayor Belisle.
Yep.
Mayor Belisle.
Any public comment for the committee of the whole? All right, moving on. We're gonna skip the presentation. I'll do that at the next regular meeting. I feel it'd be a waste, not enough aldermen here to hear it. Skip that to the next meeting. We have several items here for discussion. These are discussion items only, and they'll be pushed to the next city council meeting if approved tonight. First one is discussion regarding Class 8 renewal application for Rodzilla Properties LLC in relation to 13840 to 46 South Harrison Avenue. Is the property owner here?
Yes.
All right, please come to the podium. Huh? No. All right, so who's the property owner?
My name is Josh.
Okay, what's the business though? Is
Uh,
it just a landlord or is it,
Brazil Properties.
so the property owner, there's no business there, right?
No,
Just the property owner.
yes.
All right,
And then, Michael Verhala from Santa Claus from and Anton Sarl.
Yes.
All right. Administration, they submit everything? Okay. Alderman Manik, do you have any questions? I'll let them talk. You want to give a little presentation about your property?
We're here to ask for support of a Cook County Class 60 property tax incentive renewal. This was supported in 2014, and now we're requesting renewal for this, for Rodzilla.
You say 6 or an 8?
It's a 6B. At the time, I think it was originally approved, there was not the Class 8 classification. And this is assessed as an industrial property in an industrial area. So 6Bs are specifically for industrial development, and they would allow the property to continue to be assessed at 10% of the market value for an additional 10-year incentive period. This means that this Class 6B has allowed Rodzilla properties to remain competitive in lease rates, and without the Class B, it would mean an increase of more than 150%.
So what's the current tax bill this past year, 2025? Well, we don't have a second installment yet, so what was 2024 taxes?
2025 was 21.
21?
Like, 21, what, 22,000? That's not-
22.
What would it be without the 600?
It would be, without it, would be approximately 53, just over 52.
Any question from the Alderman? Alderman Carr.
What type of business is this?
There's a couple of different businesses in there right now. The one unit is vacant, so it's 4 total units in the building. The other 2 are auto, and then the third one is like a mixture of like personal storage and business storage for a contractor who does fire remediation.
So it's like a storage, the whole thing is like a storage facility?
The other 2 guys are auto, so they do auto repair.
They're the landlords, Alderman, they're not the business.
Okay.
Any other questions from the council? Is this gonna be gone to the next council meeting or not?
With me.
Alderman?
I'm good.
All right, Montoya? Good, all right, it'll be the next council meeting.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. And all the guys, I'm gonna go like that, checking with them for the ones.
Next, we have discussion regarding application for text amendment to the zoning code regarding parking requirements.
Alright, so I included in your packets what our current parking requirements are. Turn over, there's a chart that shows you. Single family needs 1 parking space. Government facility needs 1 parking space per 300 square feet, etc. This issue came up when we were dealing with Bigfoot Hall application for special use next to the library. And what we noticed is that for Bigfoot Halls, we are requiring significantly lower amount of parking than our neighboring communities. So we wanted to adjust that. I provided some research about what other communities are doing. So for example, Calumet City for banquet halls requires a certain amount of spaces per square foot of facility, should be higher than what we're requiring now. Alsip does it based on the number of employees in addition to their seating capacity. So they require 60 spaces for 100 seats, 90 spaces for 150 seats, etc. Crestwood, they do the same as or similar to Alsip, where they base it on occupancy and employees. So 150 people, 6 spaces, 200 people, 67 spaces. So it's an arbitrary number. I'm not sure how initially the city came to this number for banquet halls years and years and years ago. Basically, how the city requires it now is 10% of maximum capacity. So say we have a banquet hall of that has 400 people, they'll only need 40 parking spots. Which likely is not enough. So we want to do something to increase the requirement. We've looked at, like how many parking spaces are in public parking lots, et cetera, that we will obviously allow them to use like we did for Ophelia's, and Lyric, things of that nature, but we really wanted just to assess parking.
Does Alderman have any objection, just mirroring our neighboring towns? Okay, that's will be the next agenda. We're just gonna mirror these other, with Crestwood and Alsip are doing.
Okay.
All right, next on the agenda is banquet hall, event space and gas stations. I brought this up in discussion with, well, community input about gas stations and banquet halls. We have this thing, something called dispersal standard, you know, within so many feet, you can't have the same exact business. There's not a lot of controls the city can in what business opens up in town. The only way you really can control it is keeping distance requirements. I know the feedback is gas stations, we don't have any more gas stations, so I added, let's increase it to what's the 1,500 feet.
Right now, we do not have a dispersal.
So right now you can open a gas station up next to another gas station, so I'd like to make, I think 1,500 feet, what we talk.
Yes.
I'd like to make 1,500 feet between gas stations. And what's the banquet hall?
For new gas stations, banquet hall, we're thinking 850 feet based on how far apart the current banquet halls are in the city.
So any opposition to adding that into our dispersal stand? We have this already existing for many other uses in town. We just didn't have banquet halls or gas stations in this dispersal standard. Any opposition to that? Okay. Discussion regarding new state law allowing amended hours for cannabis dispensaries. State law just relaxed some of the requirements for cannabis dispensaries. The one that's in town has asked us to mirror the state law regarding hours of operation. I'm fine with just mirroring the state law. Is there any questions or opposition to that? Alderman Carr?
How late are they open now?
They're open till 10 p.m. currently.
We know if other towns are kind of doing the same.
Yeah, they're all mirroring is what we found out. And we mirrored it originally when we passed this, because originally it was state law, whatever that was, 10 o'clock, that was the state law.
Yeah.
So now they're allowing it, just like a tavern or liquor store, right? So. Any other questions? All right, that'll be on the next agenda. Donation of scrap ambulance. I don't have the organization name yet, but we have a scrap ambulance that we have not used for quite some time. In the past, we sell them for scrap. Usually it's a few $100, which is scrap value. We do have some sister cities that have always asked in the past, Estancia and other towns that have asked for donation of equipment. And I'm thinking if they're interested, which I think they are interested, the city donate this ambulance because it still drives. Unlike other things, we beat to hell and we drive it till it's dead. To see if they want it, we wouldn't be responsible for anything other than letting them picking it up. But instead of $200 in scrap value, we could donate it. Is there any opposition to that? Okay. City clerk, anything else? Attorney, we do got an executive.
Right.
City administration? You want to mention anything about bridge loans?
Yeah, we can.
So as we had mentioned previously, we had gotten notification from Cook County that we're expecting at least a 3-month delay once again on our property taxes. So we do have Lauren Fulbright with Casper preparing essentially a bridge loan that will that we unfortunately had to do this a couple of times based on, being left at the mercy of the county's dispersal system. We'll be able to obtain an interest-free bridge loan for essentially a mirrored amount and equal amounts what we should have or would have gotten in property taxes. It will allow for our operations to continue. It does hinder a few things, but as far as our general operations, it should allow us to continue relatively uninterrupted. And then 3 months from now, hopefully when the property taxes do come back in, we just replenish the loan basically. So still a struggle. We're still hoping that the county irons the system out sooner rather than later. We will have a new assessor coming in after the November elections. We actually had, the mayor and I had a chance to meet the likely incoming assessor. If 100 years of voting tradition holds. But anyway, we think we're hopeful we'll have a strong relationship with the new assessor's office, whoever that may be. And we can only go up from here in terms of the productivity and performance of this process right now. So we are managing it. We are going to be able to keep our operations moving, but obviously it does, it does make it a little more difficult when things are not operating as smoothly as one might hope. So should have, most likely by the next meeting, I believe we'll have the full package of paperwork for your approval with explainers on what everything is and make sure we just fully understand that this is not loaning new money. This is not borrowing money to cover for errors or overspending or anything. This is simply, we are owed X amount from the property tax formula. It is delayed in being paid, so we're going to borrow to the dime exact amount of what we should be getting.
It's a program offered by the county
Correct.
because of the problem from the county.
And the fiscal impact.
It's funny,
should be minimal. Yeah.
It's something that's been going on for years and it's terrible. I've been all different town here, 12 years. And this happens like every couple of years. They are late months and months at a time. And it does put towns a lot worse off than us in a bad situation where they're laying off their police and fire. We've never been that bad, but still it puts taxing bodies in a pinch. So it's unfortunate. Anything else?
That's all I got.
Anything from the Alderman? All right, we do have an executive. Need a motion to go into executive? Motion by Alderman Ruthenberg, second by Alderman Carr. All in favor, say aye.
Yeah, I know. That's my water thing. Wait. Then I'll get a credit card.
You're right.
Oh. Do you have flyers for those? I saw you guys. I don't know, living around this. I don't know if I'll be able to make it, because I think actually for work. Just asshole. Well, because I want to be able to go get something at least. Yeah, we need to do that. They're better. Because actually, I think I have. Oh, really? For work, for canine for warriors. Oh, okay. It's where they, like something past Mountain neighborhood. Well, I live right over here. Well, you can still pass Mountain. I go from a. You can. Assisting with young people doing specific activities. I met a family on Saturday. Over here. And I met the first, I met the dad. As I was talking about scouting and training, saying that I was a scout. Oh, and the men were my, my helper. Was a chicken. Covered up my headband. Because both children, there's no side. Yeah. And I said, they don't provide food and raccoons, keep everything locked up, and we did. But on the other side, then has a side, like the raccoons, open up the container. But in any case, I'm interested in you with yeah, long story short, that then that was married with people by the story on the flyers and go knocking on your door when you're selling board with high end. No, because that's what they do when it's election time. They so I looked at the door and I looked at it. I said, "You're a Girl Scout. Why did you want to do that?" She said, like to sleep. I said, "Oh, no, you can belong to like to sleep." And I said, "Why? Yes, with you." And she said, "Yeah, man, so don't talk. She's still around." And the mother said, "Yes, she is in better back. She's 30 years old." I said, "Well, that's what Daddy's on. That's what time right now. Spanish thing. Go and help them work on disease and braces. Yeah. And I'll make sure I have
You know, it's really true. For example, we call them now, so they can say if you read that, you know.
Yeah.
You're like, well, the bee, now you go, okay, now you have to say something, say, yes.
It's true.
Just a baby, and I believe it's true, sign that. This is really for approved, yeah, and then I have. Something out. No, there, I'm taking my place, that's why you know, it's really. Told her how we get it, they freeze it down. Then I had one, moves around a whole lot, but she's willing to pass out more to the kids. And then I thought, well, maybe I have several different activities. They can get stars on their little sheets, then they go over there to special. It's nothing to do with the fact, it's just fun, you know, and then we'll raise, and I'll play you into things or something where you guys.
Because I volunteer for the Straight On project. So I do a lot of like, not media, but I do like flyers and stuff like that.
Fantastic.
So, what was I gonna say? So for this, actually, so I was gonna say, I was thinking about you, because I remember you mentioning the back to school thing. So I wanted to try and donate for your supplies and needs.
I think all these are pretty
Oh,
colorful.
yeah.
What do you think now?
So I at least wanted to try and donate some school supplies, but you said you specifically needed their backpacks, right?
Yes, you know what?
Yeah.
SRC.
Because you said August 8th, like,
August 8th, yeah.
because I literally just got an email today for Canine for Warriors. It's a program, I guess, where they're dogs that they train for service animals for veterans. So it's a log that they're doing for my work that I literally just signed up for.
It's beautiful. I know I don't have a cleaner and like, we have their same house.
Yeah, yeah.
And we were nice pretty guard outside. How much of one is on the
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful furry right upstairs, so we got.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's all here. Young dad and loving kids and just like that. It's just
Yeah.
wonderful.
That's the thing, I like kids, I just don't do well with like young kids, but I like to help breaks.
Okay.
So I wanna.
I'll give you my name.
Sure, so you can return your information. Here. So I'll give you some. Yeah. Of course, I just saw this date, and I was like, it's literally the same day.
And after that, yes, the coming, he's so good. Yeah, for the other, on the wall and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they come out.
Well, especially because I'm older and I don't have kids, so I'm trying to help where I can.
That's beautiful. Now, you know, as I was sitting here, thinking, found to like, with the, what is it, the special school program for it, special. It's a school, but also it's a program place for people who have special. Yes, right there. If you go down to where they had. It's a school. Or I think that early on, it used to be for children, probably heard. And then after they have a special program for those that are, I can read people. Special ones.
That was easy. Did I get my fan?
People like, this is some of their, for taking some different special program. Sure.
Motion to reconvene. Alderman Ruthenberg, second by Alderman Carl, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Talk about, settlement of the profitable litigation. Motion to adjourn. Alderman Carson, Alderman Montoya, all in favor, say aye. Aye. 2 weeks, guys.
Down by, obviously, King's, the tree branch. They still picky.
Oh, yeah, you know what, my landlord actually had to just, we used to have a bunch of branches going right now. Maybe, yeah. It's probably works with public works. My husband called public works. No.
So it's a shepherd. Sounds right there. No, no, that's his jam. No. I say it's wrong. You have to run for it. You have to go run. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Oh, well, one of them. Oh my gosh, she made the best rice krispie treat. Oh my god, for Fourth of July, when we got stuck in the swamp. She made rice krispie treats, it's all like sparkling, you know. Whatever, it's like, oh, this is a Krispy Kreme. But poor Teddy, like, right before that. Cost of Reed came down. He's like, oh my god, it's coming, and do you guys wanna take out the Reed in the house? And we lowered the tent down. We lowered the tent, and we're all just like, la 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 la, you know, like Sandy,
pulled up her car, we loaded her car, I had my mom there, and she's like, can't walk through the wheelchair, so I drove my car up on the grass, loaded my mom in bed. Yeah, oh God, I almost took her out though, maybe. Oh my God, that was hilarious. Oh, she's. My mom is like a smoker, like crazy smoker. She'd smoke like 2 packs of cigarettes a day, I've been with her. And she wanted a cigarette. And big thing, I'm like, ah, no, like, took a big amount of vape. Oh, I let her have cigarettes, COPD, because take 2 diabetes, she got like a mass of the lung that, not cancer, but like there. But yeah, let her do what she wants, but. $20 a freaking pound, like, come on, you know. Okay. And then from I'm not working. I know, I'm prepared, seriously, something's gonna get me. Like, when I
Leave your glasses down there.
Yeah, vaping too.
Right.
Yeah, it's like Christmas, I think.